Hey, you may be interested or you may not be interested in hearing what I have to say about this video, but if you are, just take a few seconds and listen to what I have to say about this book. So I am Eddie Copal, the writer of this book, here available on Amazon. Yeah, that's me. Firstly, I try my best not to really talk about this book or to really explain this book, because if I talk about it, I might sound very bitter about some of the things that I might say I would like to say, or it might sound like a rant, and I don't want to sound bitter and I don't want to sound like I'm ranting about anything, but the experiences are my experiences and they are real experiences. Because firstly, this book is about a main individual, yet several individuals in the same span of time or in the same span of pages. Firstly, I lost my sister to lupus in 2018, and then like a few months after that I came to Japan, so in 2019, and then by 2021 of March my mother passed away from coronavirus. And the last time I saw my mother face to face was when she left me at the airport to take a plane to come here to Japan. So when my mother died from corona in 2021, for me it was like a double dead, because it's like the last time, or in the same year that I saw my sister for the last time face to face, it was like the last time I saw my mother face to face. So for me, they just felt like close deaths, very close deaths. And I didn't even go to my mother's funeral, honestly. Well, I did attend it over Zoom, but to be there physically, I didn't go. I didn't go to my mother's funeral. So even one of the poems in the book, it talks about, the poem is called Home Feels Unknown. I'm gonna have to look for the page number, I don't remember it right now, but Home Feels Unknown is about my sister, like, because usually even when I was living in Jamaica, before I go home, because I used to live in the capital city of Jamaica, so before I go home to my hometown, I would usually go to my sister's grave before going to my house. So when I left Japan and went home to Jamaica the year my mother died, because I went home some months after, I actually kept to my routine of visiting my sister's grave before I actually went home. So I did that, and then I went to my home, and because my mother is buried at the back of our whole house, so I went out to the back and I, finally visited my mother. So in that poem, it's just about me talking to the two of them, saying that I finally made it home and seen them. So yeah, so this book is about how we love and how we grieve, and then it's about one of the persons in it, one of the main persons mentioned. They didn't die, but I think they're a part of my grieving process as well, because when my mother died, I was having a hard time. Like anytime I would try to go to sleep, I would start crying, because my mind would just be reflecting over things. And then one night my partner had asked me what was I crying for, and I asked them if they really wanted to know, and they said sure. So I opened up about some things, and what I said wasn't really, maybe it was very shocking to them, but after my mother died and I opened up about some things that were troubling me in that moment, my relationship basically died as well. Died. So for me, like, and I love that person. I love that person a lot. So with losing my sister, my mother, and that person that I cared for a lot, it was hard hitting. Extremely hard hitting. So right now, this March will make 3 years since my mother passed away, and even last night before going to my bed, like, I literally cried. And just talking about this, just doing this video, it makes me really emotional. I just don't really want to cry on the internet, so I'm here fighting the tears and joking about it and smiling. But I really want to cry. I really want to cry just talking about it. So I really try my best not to talk about it for this reason, because I know it's going to make me deeply emotional depending on the thoughts that are going through my mind or how my day went. So ever since those things, I have been more melancholic. Yeah, and the way how I view life is just a lot more different, a lot more deep. So that's why this book, How We Love and How We Grieve, came about. And most of the things I write, they have to do with love, they have to do with death, they have to do with grief, and it's just based on my experiences. I have so many things I want to say, so many things I want to express, but I can't express them all at once because sometimes they're just overwhelming. So yeah, that's the reason why I wrote this book, How We Love and How We Grieve.